Hey everybody, this is Jason here again with Mountain Mud Fossils. First off, once again, thanks to my beautiful, resourceful wife. She does my fancy computer stuff. I'm not that guy. I'll do the research and the field work, but I don't know. You're lucky I get these videos out every once in a while. Anyway, I like to apologize. I've been kind of under the weather, life going on. I think everybody's kind of uh, COVID to death. All this stuff going on. I'm sure it's affecting everybody's life in one way or another. Uh, I may not be posting videos every other day, but I'm always researching and seeking the truth. It's been concealed from all of us, but I promise to catch up on some videos here in the near future. I really do. Uh, you see that first snakehead there at the intro. I'm going to try to do a whole video on it. Great little fishing hole, by the way, if anybody's wondering. But yeah, I'm gonna try to catch up on some videos here in the near future. Um, Most people wouldn't believe the scads of legitimate evidence I have. I mean, I have my basement is just, most people would go down there and man, this crazy guy's got a rock fetish or something. But no, I mean, I have legitimate evidence that could very easily be DNA tested. Uh, but anyway, that's for a different topic. Let's get on with this snake, possible snake. I'm not going to say it's a snake. You got eyes. We're just asking, could it be? I mean, before the flood, this was a very different world. Uh, I've sent pictures of this to Roger, and you know, we just couldn't make heads or tails. I noticed one thing the whole time. It runs up the length of the creek about 150 feet. Originally, I don't think it was quite that long. It's probably 100, 125. This creek is pretty notorious for flooding. Uh, you can see the folds in it. I mean, it's absolutely biological. Um, Very strange. We're getting ready to get a different view going up. But the funny thing about this is it runs along the creek and then through the creek. But the consistency of the rocks don't change, whether it's in the creek or it's the creek bank. Uh, and as you'll see, Roger always talks about moss and lichen. They live off the blood, and I mean these pictures in my little camera video. I mean they do no justice. I mean these rocks are just so dark and full of blood, and you're going to see a video in a minute. I tried to get some pretty good shots of just how thick uh, the moss grows up through here. It's just amazing. Let's see. Here we go to our next picture. Okay, now you're starting to see. This creek. It's called Muddy Creek. Good name for it too. Uh, it floods several times a year. I mean, you just wouldn't believe. I mean, I think this last time it went in less than an hour or two. It went up like 8 feet, flash flood. So it floods pretty heavy. A lot of things move around, but as you're starting to see, certain things don't move around, and it's because they're just so laden with iron, which is blood. I mean, if you graduated high school, you should know that. Okay, we're getting ready to get to another picture. Oh, there's me standing. Here's the tip of the tail. And I sent a picture of this to my buddy Tyson. He said there was definitely something going on with that tail, but I got you a pretty good close up, and I made a little video of it here towards the end. Uh, I'm not saying this is a snake. I mean, everybody's got two eyes and an opinion. Just show them what evidence I might think that this might have been a snake, and I'm gonna show a lot more. This is just Myrtle the turtle still sitting there. I don't think she's moved an inch. I know she ain't said much, but she's done been through a flood since I did that last video. But yeah, let's see. Now here comes a video. We're going to start here up at the head area. And we're going to go up. And I want you to pay attention to how dark these rocks are. And let me tell you, they're just, I mean, these rocks are extremely heavy. They have a lot of iron in them. And they just happen to have a ton of moss growing on them also. I'm wanting to show the folds. I mean, come on, show me the geological uplift that made them folds and that. Yeah, Mr. Geologist, I'd be glad to take you on any time. Okay, I'm trying to slow down. I got a bad back, I'm wobbled. But please try to pay attention to all of the moss that's growing. Yeah, this is the one. Look at all of the moss. In this area, a little shady, but it is not, they give you that, if it's facing north in the shade and all blah, blah, blah. No, that's not what's feeding this moss. I mean, this stuff is thick like grass. It's that thick. But take you a look, we're still cruising. Like I said, this thing was probably between 100 and 125 foot long. I'd love to be able to get that tail out of the tree, but the problem is it's growed into the roots of the tree. So it's, So yeah, here's where the suspected creature, look at the moss on those rocks. And all those rocks, same consistency. I'm going to do another video on what I believe is the lungs that came out of this creature. I have them on video. I spent a chilly day out in that creek trying to get them things flipped up. But I didn't have time to really get them in here on this one. Like I said, I'm going to do some more. This is just unbelievable. In my opinion, you see this bridge up here by my house. I'm starting to think that actual Muddy Creek, from pretty much that bridge all the way to where it flows into the Greenbrier River, once upon a time, I know this is questionable among the mud fossil world, but I'm under the believing that there's been two floods. There was a Luciferian flood, which I believe Roger refers to as, his Atlantis dragon, and I believe what I'm showing you was the second flood. I know that's questionable. I'm not trying to get in that mess. Look at that. I believe that's a chunk of intestine right there. Still working up the creek. But I'm going to bring you some pretty cool evidence real soon. I'm waiting for him to decide who our president's going to be and finish with their scamdemic, because I got some stuff to prove. I got a feeling I can prove that southeastern West Virginia is really a great big giant turtle. They got washed up, kind of up against the back of the. There's my good picture of the tail of the feathered serpent, the feathers of the feathered serpent. I think I can pretty well prove that too, between Lost World Cavern, Oregon Cave, many other things. I mean, just stay tuned, folks. The fun is only beginning, I promise. Check out you see the scales on that. Yeah. Mr. Geologist, please explain this to me. You're so smart with your degree. I'm just a dumb hillbilly man. Anyway, God bless. Stay tuned. I love y'all.